sadly, Trey Lance is out. Jimmy Garoppolo is back. And the 49ers are back to manhandling the Seahawks. Seahawks are back down to earth after beating Russell Wilson and the Denver Broncos last week. But let's look at the stats and see what we got. It wasn't even close. The game was never close. The 49ers had the ball for almost 40 minutes, and they rushed all over them, did whatever they wanted to. It didn't really matter. I don't think Garoppolo made a huge difference, as his stat line is not impressive. But sadly, Trey Lance gets injured, and it's back to the Garoppolo show in San Francisco. No more testing out. There's no more quarterback controversy. We hope that he heals up and he comes back and can have a great career. But as of right now, doesn't look good. He was carted off the field with a cast on his leg. But the Seahawks only scored points on a blocked field goal. 2 for 7 on third down. Besides Tyler Lockett, I mean, Geno Smith's stat line isn't bad, but my goodness, there is no running game. It seems like he kind of did it himself, but it's just 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. Punts and punts and punts. Turnovers, fumbles, and interceptions, and 216 yards. That 6 for 15, 4 for 10, 2 for 9. They need to figure out some sort of rushing. While the 49ers had great rushing, Deebo Samuel, 4 for 53, Jay Wilson, 18 for 84, Davis Price, 14 for 33. 49ers just controlled the game. They controlled the game like they have been. This is a classic Shanahan game, in my opinion, where they come out there, Jimmy Garoppolo does what he needs to do, gets first downs when he needs them. They were 6 for 15 on third down, which wasn't great. 2 for 5 in the red zone, which isn't good either, but they got the yards they needed. They ran a very complex, all-over-the-place running offense, and they just dominated ball control. And the Seahawks don't have anything powerful. They don't have enough firepower to actually do anything against the 49ers. And they're back down. I mean, their quarterback is Geno Smith. I know they were riding high last week after the Broncos. And honestly, I loved it, right? He leaves, whether it was this or that, he comes back to the home stadium, and it kind of feels like, man, he is just going to embarrass them. And then the Broncos are so embarrassed in that game. 2 fumbles on like the 1-yard line, and that whole ending that deserves its whole own video. The ending of that game leading to a 64-yard attempt when you could have gone for it on 4th and 5. I don't know. That was a nightmare, but it leads to Seattle getting a win, a first home win, their home win against Russell Wilson after he had left. Tyler Lockett still has a great stat line, 9 for 107. Only shining moment in this game besides Mike Jackson, also known as Michael Jackson. You guessed it, the Michael Jackson. No, Mike Jackson returns the kick for a touchdown and is the only points for the Seattle Seahawks. They didn't even get a turnover or anything like that. The real story coming out of this game is Trey Lance is out. I don't know for how long, but it doesn't look good. It doesn't seem like it would be something that would be quick. I haven't heard any reports on whether it's an ACL tear or anything like that, or a broken leg or what exactly it is. But Garoppolo's back in. I know there was talk about where is he going to go, who's he going to get traded to, but then I said, well, hold on, that first game didn't look so good from Trey Lance. They might want to keep Garoppolo around, and now Lance gets injured, and, well, it's a good thing they didn't trade him. They got Garoppolo back there. Hey, he's taking him to a Super Bowl. He's taking him to an NFC Championship just last year, so they're still fighting. They're still around. The 49ers can still do it. They can keep running their style of football with lots of trick plays, or not necessarily trick plays, but jet sweeps and shotgun runs, and actually a couple of interesting runs by Jimmy himself. He had a rushing touchdown today, as well as a QB sneak that, of course, the announcers had to say, well, he learned that from Tom Brady. So, yeah, he learned it. I'm sure that's what it was. I don't know if he's ever said that in an interview. I'd love to hear him say, well, I learned it from Tom Brady, and the secret's here. Tom Brady never reveals his tricks. But tell us what you think. Are you surprised by the outcome? I definitely wasn't. I didn't think the Seahawks were going to be good this year, and they didn't show to be good, and I thought the 49ers were going to be a much more stable team, and that's what this was, a straight-up stable win. But tell me what you think. Do you think Garoppolo is going to lead the 49ers to a better season? Are you surprised that the Seahawks are what they are, I guess. I'm not sure. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. We'll see you next time.